to shut down the strait by shooting at civilian ships. And you add another wrinkle now, the Iranian-backed Houthis in Yemen, John, are threatening to shut down the Bab el-Mandeb Strait in the Red Sea, which they had done in 2023 and 2024. So right now we're in a state of escalation, and whether or not there can be back-channel diplomacy to get it back into some sense of containment, we'll see. But that's where we are right now. Yes, so we are kind of back to where we were before the MOU was even signed.
To that point, Kareem, as Brett notes, you would need diplomacy to de-escalate. The president talked a little bit about that in the Hewitt show today. Listen to his description of how he believes the memorandum of understanding worked, and on the other side, see if you agree.
It was a test. We didn't know. It didn't look. Memorandum of understanding when you're dealing with sleazebags don't mean much. And they don't mean much when you're dealing with honorable people, too, because it's a memorandum of understanding. It doesn't mean much. And I said, why are we even, it's a standard tactic in the U.S. that you go to a memorandum of understanding and then you go to the deal. I said, just go to the deal first. But you know what? It was sort of a test. And they weren't there. They didn't honor the test.
Third night in a row of strikes, Kareem. Those words from the president there. Sometimes you have bluster before you have breakthrough. What do you make of that?
Well, there's obviously zero trust between the United States and Iran, John. And unfortunately, I see these two adversaries, Trump and Tehran, in a kind of a face-off of gangster diplomacy. For the Iranian regime, the lesson they unfortunately learned from this war is that you extract concessions not with diplomacy, but by attacking your neighbors, by controlling the Strait of Hormuz, by not responding to U.S. threats. And multiple generations of U.S. statesmen understood that America's most important, one of America's most important geopolitical assets is its credibility. And unfortunately right now, neither our adversaries like Iran nor our allies take our words seriously.
Well,
that's for sure.
Trying to get a breakthrough. Brett, some of the specifics today. The president posting on social media, the United States is going to charge 20% of all cargo shipped, going to be, quote, the guardian of Hormuz Strait. His Secretary of State and Vice President, even the President in the past, have said that's not the way to do it. It's not the way they want it. It's not what international law says. Is it clear to you at all how this would work? And is it feasible? Is it legal?
I think, John, that statement is actually quite unfortunate to the extent it's even serious, because one thing that the U.S. has going for it here is the Gulf states are unanimous that they will not accept a tolling mechanism, which Iran is insisting on. Even Oman, which has been working with Iran on some of this, has been rejecting that. For us to now come in and say, actually, you'll pay a fee to us, I think just kind of forfeits a lot of the legitimacy we have here in keeping that international strait open. So President Trump has said a lot throughout this conflict on his Truth Social feed, and I hope I would stock that up to something that is not particularly serious. What is serious here is whether or not the Strait of Hormuz will be open again, which again is a question, John, not just of military power, but of confidence to international shippers to make the journey. And we're very much back to the future here where we were